Hey everybody, it's Andrea with A.C.Darby Yoga. I'm just getting on here to post a video today. So I'm going to be shooting for about somewhere between a half an hour and 40-minute practice today. And then at the end, we're going to do a little, just a little meditation and a little talk down along with a small reading, just to kind of end the sequence. So, all right, we're going to get started. So I'm going to head back to my mat. We're going to start in a standing position. So standing on our mats with our feet about hip distance, or maybe a little bit further. So right about like this, keeping the knees loose, where your hands just go from side to side. Just allow there to be looseness in your joints, your arms, just your whole body here. You can close your eyes or keep them open. This is usually how I start all my practices, just waking up the spine. And just slow and steady breath, moving as fast or slow as you feel your body needs right now. Just allow the hands to kind of lightly tap the body as you go from side to side. We're going to slowly come back to center, just slowly with control. We get back to center, you want your big toes to touch, reach the hands above head, get the fingers to touch, point the fingers up, interlace the fingers, point the pointer fingers and the thumbs up towards the sky, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Big full breath, and exhale, diving down. You can move your feet again, apart again, rocking a little bit back and forth, grabbing opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. And we're going to come into a flat back, putting the feet together, roll the shoulders back, gazing forwards. Inhale. And slow and steady exhale. We're going to come into a seated position. So with the seated position, you can sit in cross-legged, which is just like this. Half lotus, which is one leg on top, or full lotus, which is bringing both feet on top like this. But listen to your body always, and find the right position for you to get started in this practice. Placing the hands on the knees, we're going to roll our shoulders up, back, and down, closing our eyes, taking a full deep breath, feel the belly rise, and slowly sink down. We're going to take 4 breaths. They're going to be 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, and then 6-second release. So slow and steady inhales, hold, and slow and steady exhale. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just move through that for 2 more breaths. Trying to release any extra tension throughout. So maybe rolling the shoulders back down again, releasing any tension in the belly and the lower back. And during this time, when you get to the end of those breaths out, guys, I want you guys to take a moment just to set an intention for this practice for you. So let's just take a moment just to set a little, kind of plant a little seed in our heart for what this practice is for us today. Maybe working towards a goal. Maybe it's just towards, starting off the day right or ending the day right. Take a moment just to breathe that in. Feel that intention. Putting the hands to prayer at heart center. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like to here, or softly open. We're going to rub our hands back and forth. Once again, remembering, feel the belly rise in the inhale and sink down in the exhale. Just feeling that friction between the hands. We're going to slowly let those hands soften back down. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, drop the palms down towards the left side. Roll the shoulder up, back, and down, and gaze over towards the left. Try not to really push yourself into it yet so far. Just allow yourself just to comfortably sit, feeling a little bit of stretch. And then slowly coming back to center, we're going to walk our fingertips forwards. So walking the fingertips out. Once you find your edge, maybe inhale, lengthen a little bit, and exhale, sink down. Dropping the palms down. Releasing any tension in the shoulders and back. And just take a couple big, full breaths. If you feel you need to stretch a little bit more, maybe lengthening on the inhale and sinking down on the exhale. If you can keep your sit bones on the ground, you can drop the elbows down. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands back up. We're going to switch whatever leg is on top. Switching legs. Just to create balance in our bodies. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, drop the hands over to the right side and roll the right shoulder back, straighten the spine and gaze over the right shoulder. Make sure you're lengthening. Once again, try not to hammer into it too much. Just allow that gentle stretch to start getting into the body. Then we're going to slowly come back to center. One more time, walking those fingers forwards, dropping the palms. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, sink down. And slow and steady breath, listening to your body. I'm going to slowly start to walk the palms back up. We're going to take the left hand down to the ground, take the right hand over top, roll the shoulder back, really the palm up towards the sky. And then slow and steady dropping that hand to the opposite side. We're going to take the left hand over top. And you can keep the right elbow straight, or you can start to sink it down a little bit if you feel you need a little extra bend. And then slowly coming back to center. We're going to tuck our legs underneath. So sitting on our heels here. So sitting back from here, we're going to take the right hand, place it on the left ear, and let the elbow just kind of pull the head over to the right side. You can keep your hand, left hand right beside you, or you can start to walk the fingertips over towards the left side. Let's get slow and steady breath. Just allow gravity to pull your head over to the right side. And then slowly come up. We're going to interlace the fingers, place it on the back of the neck. Inhale, take the elbows out to the side, open up. And then exhale, dropping the head down. Doing a gentle stretch in our neck here, our upper back. Inhale, reaching the elbows out. And then we're going to do the opposite on the other side. We're going to place the left hand on the right ear. Once again, place the right hand where you feel is best for you today. So maybe it's right beside you, couldn't even rest on your leg. Or you can start to walk the fingertips out. Just being really gentle with our neck. Slow and steady breathing. And then slowly coming up to a seated position. We're going to kind of roll over our legs, going long ways on our mats, placing our palms underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders, drop the belly, inhale, gaze up. Exhale, pushing the spine up, keeping the arms straight here, and rolling back through. Once again, keeping the arms straight, drop the belly, inhale, long neck. Exhale, push up. And just moving through this movement at your own pace for a couple breaths. And then we're going to come back to center. Looking over our left side, so back at our feet. Looking over the right side. Just kind of feeling that flow, kind of going back and forth a little bit, shaking our yogi tail. And then from here, we're going to sit back on our heels, reaching our hands forwards. Inhale. Exhale, dropping the head down. Your knees can be together or apart here. Listen to your body, what it feels it needs today. Feeling our lungs expand on our back. Feeling just a subtle feeling of our breath. Our hands on our mats, our feet on our mat. All right, come up onto our fingertips. Walk our hands over towards the left side, dropping the palms down, finding your edge here, and then dropping the head down. Feeling that nice gentle stretch. You can keep that left hand planted. You can keep the right hand where it's at, or you can start to walk that right hand and place it on top of that left hand if you feel you need a little bit extra today. Take a full breath, and slowly coming back to center. Inhale, stretching out. Exhale, sinking down. Just going through a full breath here. Coming up onto the fingertips, we're going to walk the hands over to the right side now, dropping the palms down when you find your edge. Once again, if you feel this is where you should be, stay right here. If you feel you need a little extra, you can take that left hand on top of the right hand. Once again, slow and steady breath, feeling your palms on the floor, and feeling your body just being held by the ground beneath you. And then slowly coming back to center here. Rolling back up to that tabletop position with the palms underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. And from here, we're going to go through one more cat-cow. Then back to center. We're going to take the right leg up. Inhale. Reach the left hand up. So your right leg should be out. Left hand should be out. Exhale, pulling everything in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. Try to keep the body stable. We'll reach out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And this time on the exhale, drop the left hand down. Take the right foot out to the side. I'm going to go sideways here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Take the right foot out to the side so the left knee should be underneath the hip still. We're going to slowly come up here, placing the hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back, up, back, and down, find a focal point. Inhale. And then from here, we're going to place the right hand down the right leg, left hand over top. Once again, palm up towards the sky. And then we're going to slowly drop that palm down to the left side, take the right hand over top. Going to roll the shoulder back, opening up, and then slowly coming back to center with control, dropping that right knee down. We're going to take ourselves back to long ways on the mat. So placing the palms underneath the shoulders here. And from here, we're going to inhale, reach that left foot back, right hand forwards. Inhale. Exhale, pulling everything in. Inhale, reaching out. Getting that stability, pulling in. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, pulling in. And then last one, reaching out. And then dropping that right hand down. Once again, I'm going to go to the side so you guys can see this. Reaching the left leg out to the side. From here, we're going to walk the hands up, placing the hands on our hips. Once again, find that focal point. And breathe. That's an important thing. Don't forget to breathe. We're going to take the right hand over top, drop the left hand down the left leg. Once again, palm up towards the sky. Feeling that opening in the side. And then slowly dropping the right hand up, the left hand over top. Once again, feel that opening. Feel your breath. And then slowly coming back to center. And we're just going to drop the knee here. Once again, I'm going to go long ways in the mat. Taking the hands forwards. We're going to curl the toes under, walk the hands slightly forwards, and coming up into our first downward facing dog. So with our first downward facing dog, just pedaling out the feet, pushing the hands away. They should be about shoulder distance. Slow and steady breath. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Let the head hang heavy. Roll the shoulders back. Have the inside of the elbows kind of facing forwards. And then when you're ready, pushing the heels down towards your mat. That's okay if your heels don't make it down today. You know, every day is going to look different. But throughout this entire practice, listen to your body. You know, if there's a pose where you feel any negative pain or anything like that, make sure you drop out of it. Listen to your body. You know yourself better than anyone else ever will. All right, one more breath in this downward facing dog. Full breath, slow and steady in. Exhale. Inhale, take the right leg up towards the sky, just so it's about hip, so your hips are even here. Exhale, take the right knee to right elbow. Scoop it over to the left knee, or left knee, what am I saying? Left elbow, right leg up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, once again, sweep it from the right elbow to the left, pulling into the core. Inhale, reaching up. Right elbow to left. And this time, if you can, hold it here for a moment. Then inhale, reaching the leg up. And then exhale, we're going to step the right leg towards the right wrist. Dropping the back knee down and uncurling the toes. Pretty sure a squirrel just ran past my head. All right, slow and steady inhale. And slow and steady exhale. From here, make sure that your ankle is right about underneath your knee here. You can stay right here, and that's a perfectly fine place to be. If you feel you need a little bit more stretching, we're going to come down onto the elbows. And from here, with the head hang heavy, either pose that you're in, just releasing any extra tension, just being present. Noticing how the mat feels underneath your hands, underneath your feet. If you're feeling a lot of pressure underneath your left knee here, just roll up your mat, or else you can put a pillow underneath your knee. Once again, always listen to your body. If there's a yoga pose that you can't quite make it to yet, just know that's something to look forward to in the future. We're not perfect people, and we are all on our own journey. And that's actually great. The world would be such a boring place if we all were the same. So one more full deep breath. And then slow and steady exhale. I'm going to come back onto my palms. And then from here, we're going to take that left hand over top, really reaching up towards the sky. Reach those fingertips up. And then reaching back, try to grab a hold of the ankle. If this is too much for you, just stay right here. This is a good starting point. Otherwise, grabbing onto the ankle, if you're comfortable right here, start to pull that ankle in towards your body. Once again, slow and steady breath here. And we're going to slowly drop that foot back down, curl the toes under, and slowly come off that back knee, kind of pulling the belly button up as we step back into our downward facing dog. So from here, once again, feel free to always pedal out your feet if you'd like to in the downward facing dog, pushing the ankles down, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, push the hands away, let the head hang heavy. Really breathing into your body here, feeling the mat underneath your fingers. Full breath. Even if downward facing dog is feeling like too much today, always feel free to drop down onto your ankles. Or what do I say, onto your knees. There we go. I think dropping down into your ankles is actually standing. All right, we're going to take the left foot up towards the sky. Once again, just high enough that it feels like your hips are even. Big full breath. Exhale, we're going to take that left knee to left elbow. Take that knee over to the right. Inhale, reach up. And once again, sweeping through. Sweeping through. This time, if you can, hold it there. Pulling into the core. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, stepping that foot beside the hands. Take a moment just to slowly drop that knee down, uncurl the toes. And once again, check to make sure your ankle is right about underneath the knee. Take a moment to breathe. You can stay right where your hands are here, or you can drop down onto the elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Whatever variation you decide to go with today, either is fine. And just take a moment to breathe here. Try not to collapse into your body, whatever pose you are hanging out in. Just being really intentional. Once again, just feeling your space, being present, feeling your hands and feet and body just where it is, letting go of any extra tension that might be, hanging out in your body anywhere. Full breaths. We're going to slowly come up onto our palms, or meeting at their palms. We're going to take the left hand up towards the sky. Once again, really stretching up, lengthening, and then reaching back. Once again, this is your first variation, staring back. The next, you can try to grab onto the ankle. And then if you're comfortable here, you can start pulling it in. Once again, roll the shoulder back, gazing over that shoulder, and just breathing here. Full breath. And then slowly dropping that foot down, dropping the palm down, coming off the back knee, once again, tucking the tailbone, kind of pulling up at the core, stepping back, downward facing dog. Take another full breath here. We're going to take about 3 breaths in this downward facing dog. Pushing the hands away, pull the belly button in, pushing the heels down. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Whatever that looks like. Okay, inhale, we're going to take the right leg up. This time a little bit higher, dropping the foot down towards the sit bone, like you're trying to touch your right foot towards your left shoulder. Right, inhale, kick the leg up. Exhale, we're going to step that right foot in between the hands. So once again, check to make sure your ankle is underneath the knee here. And then from here, we're going to take the hands up toward the sky, the warrior one. Dropping the back foot down, warrior two. We're going to take that right hand over top, drop the left hand down the back leg, keeping that bend at the right knee. Exhale, drop the right elbow on the right leg, left hand over top. And then coming back to warrior two. Take the right hand, drop it back down. Take that left hand forwards. We're going to do that motion a couple times. Inhale. And this variation, you can go like this, or you can scoop the right hand underneath. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And this last time, we're going to come back up to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands forwards and step forwards to your top of your mat. And let your knees just be loose here, rocking a little bit from side to side. And just breathing in this space. This forward fold. We're going to straighten our knees, roll our shoulders back. Your hands can be on the floor, on your shins, or on your upper legs. Gazing forwards and down. And then exhale back to that forward fold. Slowly rising up to stand and really taking your time here. When you finally make it up here, take the hands up towards the sky, palms to touch, and slowly bring them back to prayer heart center. And just take a moment just to be present with this moment, having your palms together and your thumbs kind of resting on your chest, feeling your heartbeat. Slow and steady breath, noticing how your feet feel on the floor. That's what it feels like to be in this moment with this intention. Okay, inhale, hands up. Exhale, diving down. Placing the palms down, you can either hop or step back to plank position. And then we're going to slowly roll back to downward facing dog. One more time, rolling forward slowly with control to plank position. Maybe rocking front to back a little bit. And then downward facing dog. Full breath. We're going to take that left leg up towards the sky. And once again, go a little bit higher than last time, bending at the knee. Trying to open up the hip. Try to get that left foot towards the right shoulder. And then reaching the leg back up. Inhale. Exhale, stepping that foot in between the hands, making sure the ankle is right underneath the knee. Yep. And we're going to come up here, taking the hands up towards the sky, dropping that back foot down, warrior two. And dropping the back hand down the back leg. Don't lose the bend in the front knee. And coming back to warrior two. Dropping that left elbow on the left leg, right hand over top. And once again, listen to your body with the variations that you do here. You can drop your elbow down, or you can kick it towards the right hip. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping forwards into that forward fold. Taking a moment to breathe here. Coming into a flat back. Your variation. And then from here, we're going to exhale, sweep our fingertips back, sitting back, coming into a chair pose. Reaching the hands forwards, really bending at the knees here. Full breath, breathing through it. You're going to sweep the fingertips up, pushing the hips up towards the sky, let the head hang heavy. And scooping the fingertips, reaching up, sitting back, challenging yourself. Taking the hands to prayer at heart center. We're going to take our right elbow to the outside of the left knee, pushing our hands together. From here, you can stay right here, or you can look down, stepping the right foot back, then looking up towards the sky. Listen to your body. It might take a couple tries, and that's okay. And looking back forwards, stepping forwards, dropping the fingertips down, and pushing the hips up. Taking a moment to breathe here in that forward fold. Roll the shoulders back, flat back. Full breath. Exhale, sink down. Scoop the fingertips down into our last chair pose. Hands to prayer at heart center. Take that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Push the palms together. Once again, you can look down, step your left foot back, gaze to the right, and up. And just being with yourself here, whatever that looks like. Looking back forwards, stepping forwards, dropping the fingertips down, and pushing the hips up. Flat back, forward fold. Slowly come up to stand. Good job, guys. That's not an easy thing. Reach the hands up towards the sky. Hands to prayer at heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Feel how you feel in this moment. And I'm going to turn to the side so you guys can see what we're doing next. From here, you want to find a focal point. We're going to take the right leg, interlace our fingers, grabbing underneath the knee here. Slow and steady breath. Roll the shoulders back and broaden the chest. Focus on the breath, and like I said, focus on that focal point. We're going to take the left hand, guiding the knee over to the left side, reaching the hand to the right, gaze towards the right. And slowly coming back to center. We're going to switch hands. Take the right knee out to the right, left hand to the left, gaze towards the left hand. Keeping that balance. And then coming back to center. You can stay right here if you need to stand for a moment. Go for it. If you can, hold on to it. And we're going to try to kick the heel out, take the hands out to the side, and try to lift the foot just as high as you feel you can right now. And slowly with grace, drop that foot down. Take a moment just to kind of wiggle out the legs a little bit. Good job, guys. Inhale, take the hands up. Exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Preparing for the other side. We're going to keep that right foot planted. Interlace the fingers right below the knee. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Once again, find that focal point and focus in on your breath. And be in this present moment. We're going to take the right hand, guiding the left knee over towards the left side. Right hand to the right, or left hand to the left. Gaze towards the left hand. And then slowly coming back to center. Switching hands. Reaching the right hand out to the right. Gaze towards the right hand. Take the knee out to the left. And then coming back to center. Once again, if you need to, you can drop the foot down, take a moment to stand. Otherwise, we're going to just release that knee, kick the heel out, take the hands out to the side. That's going to look different on either side. Slow and steady breath. And then with grace, drop that foot down, put the feet together. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, diving down. Once again, going from side to side here. I'm going to go long ways on my mat. We're going to drop the hands down, walk the hands forwards and back, coming into our downward facing dog. From here, we're going to take the right leg up towards the sky and take that right knee, drop it down behind the right ankle, or right wrist, oh my goodness, and take the foot over to the left. Drop the back knee down, uncurl the toes. Glance back, make sure your back leg is straight. You want to flex your right foot here. Coming onto the fingertips, we're going to roll our shoulders up, back, and down. And then you can stay right here with your palms down, or you can start to go down. You can go onto your elbows, which looks like this. Or you can drop down fully onto the floor, which can look like this, or with the head resting on the arms. But in any variation, you want to try to get your leg kind of parallel to the top of your mat. But if you can't do that, keep the foot closer to the hip. Either variation is fine wherever you're at right now. Yeah, always, once again, listen to your body. Don't force any shapes that you are not ready for. Just take a moment to breathe in this space. Once again, keep that right foot flexed. And listen to your body for invitations. You know, maybe you'll feel you want to drop a little bit further. This is a pose that I typically hold for a little while, for at least 30 seconds, typically a little bit longer. Yeah, while you're here, releasing any tension, noticing how the floor feels beneath you, just the texture of your mat or the floor. Slow and steady breath, releasing any unnecessary tension that's throughout your body. And just knowing that any of these poses, once again, you are more than welcome to drop out of at any time if you're feeling any negative pain or numbness. And one more full, steady breath. Now we're going to slowly come up onto our palms. Coming onto the fingertips, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, gazing forwards and up. Drop those palms down, curl the back toes under, and step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment to breathe here. Maybe piddling out the feet, rolling from the tips of the toes back. We're going to take that left leg up towards the ceiling and take the left knee towards the left wrist, foot towards the right, uncurl the toes. Once again, glance back and make sure your leg is straight with your mat. Once again, if you can get your leg, your shin kind of straight across the front, that's great. If you can't, just have the foot towards the right hip here. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. And exhale. Once again, listen to your body, to whatever variation your body needs today. Meet yourself where you are. And notice if you're holding on to any unnecessary tension, if there's something you can let go of here. And just breathe into the space. Wait for those invitations. And just be really kind to yourself. Noticing if you can hear any sounds around you. If there's anything that's sticking out to you. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths here. Once again, listening to your body, what it needs. One more full belly breath. And then we're going to slowly walk our palms back up. Coming onto the fingertips, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale. And then from here, we're going to take the right foot forwards, straighten out the left one as well. Scooching back on our mat. Pulling our toes back towards us. Dropping the palms beside us, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Even though this looks like a seated pose, you want your whole body to be really active here. Full breath. And while keeping your spine straight, you want to see if you can walk your hands forwards maybe about an inch or so, maybe a little bit further, but keep your spine straight. Full breath. Inhale, we're going to take the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, leaning forwards. And whatever that looks like, you know, maybe today it's just grabbing right here. You know, listen to your body, that is great. You just take a moment to be in this shape. We're just going to slowly walk our hands back up. Taking the left leg inside of the right leg here. Turn the chest towards the bent knee. Take the hands up, those ballerina arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, drop the right hand, kind of tucking it underneath the ankle. Take the left hand up towards the sky. Roll that shoulder back, pushing back. If you need a little bit more from right here, you can start to reach those left fingertips towards the right toes. Make sure you're rolling the shoulder back, not down, just like that. Okay, dropping the back hand behind us. Take the right hand over top, pushing the hips up, reaching overhead. Then slowly dropping back down. Turning the chest forwards. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dropping down, keeping your face on the inside of that right knee, not directly over top. One more full breath. Now we're just going to slowly walk our fingertips back up, taking that left foot on the outside of the right knee. Take the left hand behind us, straighten our spine. You can either grab onto the knee here, gazing over the shoulder, or you can take the right elbow on the outside, once again straightening the spine and looking over the left shoulder. And then slowly coming back to center, straightening the legs back out. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, dropping forwards. To your variation of whatever that looks like. Full steady breaths with the head hang heavy. Inhale, you can lengthen if you'd like. Exhale, sinking down. We're going to walk our hands back up. Taking that right foot inside of the left leg, turning the body towards the bent knee. Inhale, ballerina arms. Exhale, drop the left hand underneath, kind of that left ankle, right hand up. We're going to push that shoulder up. If this is good, stay here. Otherwise, reach towards the left toes with the right fingertips. Roll the shoulder back. And then slowly coming up, drop the right hand behind us. Take that left hand over top, pushing the hips up, stretching out here. And slowly dropping back down. Turning the chest forwards. Inhale. Exhale, dropping, keeping your face in the inside of the left knee. And just breathing into the space. Slowly walking the hands back up, taking that right foot on the outside of the left knee. Once again, you can either grab a hold of that knee, keeping the right hand behind you, straightening the spine, or you can take that left elbow to the outside of the knee, straighten, and then look over the right shoulder. Letting go of any extra tension in your belly here. Not necessary. And we're going to slowly come back to center. Straightening the legs back out. One last forward fold. Inhale. And exhale. Just noticing if you can feel any extra space that you might have created through these stretches. One more full breath. And then we're just going to slowly walk our hands back up. From here, we're going to kind of scooch to the middle of our mat with our palms facing up, or roll the shoulders up, back, and down, keeping strength in our bellies, and slowly lowering down with control. And straightening out the legs. Take a moment just to take up a lot of space here. We're going to keep the left leg straight. Interlace our fingers, pull in our right knee. Big full breath, really pulling that knee down. We're going to take the left fingertips, guiding that left knee over to the right, or right knee over to the left side. And we're going to look over towards the right palm, which is stretched over on the right side. Just going into that supine twist, opening up. And we're going to slowly come back to center. Bringing both knees into the chest, doing a little rock from side to side, taking care of yourself, giving yourself that little massage. No, don't be afraid to get a little silly. And then we're going to kick out the right leg, pulling that left knee in towards the left armpit. Once again, really pulling it in here, keeping that right leg straight, taking the right fingertips, guiding the left knee over to the right side, take the hand out to the left and gaze towards the left palm. Just breathe. Letting go of any extra tension in your body right now. Let your body be in this shape, doing its thing. Coming back to center, bringing both knees towards the chest. Once again, give yourself that little massage. Be really gentle with yourself. we're going to drop the bottoms of the feet together, let the knees fall out to the side here. Placing one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Feeling yourself kind of slowing down, softening after that hard work. Feeling your belly rise on the inhale and sink down on the exhale. And feeling your heartbeat. We're going to straighten out our legs. And we're going to take our arms above our head, grabbing opposite elbows. Taking the upper body towards the right side of the mat. Hips towards the left side of the mat. Feet towards the right side. So feet towards the right. Upper body towards the right, hips towards the left. We're going to take the left foot, place it on the outside of the right leg, and just allow yourself to be in this space, in this banana shape. Just doing a little bit more opening before we completely finish the practice for today. One more full deep breath. And then coming back to center, pushing the hips over to the right side, feet towards the left. Upper body towards the left. Take the right foot this time on the outside of the left ankle. Once again, feeling that banana shape on the other side. Allow yourself to smile and be in this space. Good to be in this space. Feeling that opening, just allowing that opening. You guys have worked hard to be where you're at now. And then slowly coming back to center. Straightening the legs out, placing the palms facing up beside us. Let the feet just naturally fall out to the sides. You want the palms facing up towards the sky, maybe tucking the shoulders under a little bit by lifting up the chest. And then softening into the space that you are in right now. Taking those breaths that we did at the beginning of class, we're going to do 5 breaths that are 4-second inhale, 4-second hold, and 6-second release. So slowly inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just continue that pace for 4 more breaths. And just really feeling yourself fully fill up and slowly release. We're just going to do a quick scan through our bodies. So starting at the top of our head, just closing your eyes and softening the gaze behind the eyelids. Scanning down to your jaw, releasing your jaw. If there's any tension there, just allow it to let go. Scanning down through your neck and throat to your collarbones, just allowing them to shine forwards. To your shoulders, from your shoulders down to your elbows, from your elbows to your hands. And let your fingers just kind of naturally curl in on themselves there. Allow those arms to really rest. Coming back up to the chest, just allow your chest and heart to be as open as you feel you can be today, safely, fully. Coming down to the belly, releasing any tension in the belly and back body. Coming down to the hips, allowing your hips to really just be here and rest. Coming down to the thighs, upper legs, the whole way down to your knees. Noticing if there's any tension you can release throughout those areas of your legs. Coming down to the shins and calves, getting down to the ankles, the whole way out to the tip of your toes. Just being here and now. If any thoughts pop into your head during this meditation time, look at it as a leaf floating down a stream. You see it, you acknowledge it, but just allow it to keep going. It has no power over you here, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Just taking a moment just to breathe that in. Noticing if you can hear any sounds around you. What your mat and ground feels like beneath you. Noticing if you can feel any subtle movements in the air. Just noticing if there's any more tension throughout your body you can let go of. And while you're in this meditational time, I'm going to take a moment just to read a little reading to you. Just staying in that space, keeping your eyes closed. Just letting your breath flow. This is a quote from Untamed by Glennon Doyle. The truth is that it matters not at all what you think of my life, but it matters supremely what you think of your own. Judgment is just another cage we live in, so we don't have to feel, know, and imagine. Judgment is self-abandonment. You are not here to waste your time deciding whether my life is true and beautiful enough for you. You are here to decide your life, relationships, and world is true and beautiful enough for you. And if they're not, and you dare to admit they're not, you must decide if you have the guts and right, perhaps even the duty, to burn to the ground that which is not true and beautiful enough to get started building what is. So take a moment just to breathe that in and acknowledge what that is for you. Maybe finding a little bit of movement in your fingers and toes. And then slowly come up to a seated position, whether that's cross-legged, half lotus, or full lotus. Wherever that is, slowly just find your way there, placing your hands on your knees, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and close your eyes for one more moment. Maybe reflecting on that little seed that you planted at the beginning of class, what your intention was for today. Once again, taking the hands to prayer at heart center, maybe kind of shifting those hands back and forth a little bit to feel the friction. And then placing them back at prayer at heart center. Namaste. Okay, thank you guys for joining me for an online yoga class today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day and that the yoga kind of goes with you today. If you have any thoughts or questions or anything like that, you can shoot me a comment and let me know. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.